Hi everyone and welcome to the Charge GTE series going round one at Silverstone. It's been a while. I'm back in the hot seat for commentating. I am joined this week with Adrian as we are about to get ready. Adrian, how are you looking forward to things today?
I'm very exciting. It's going to be a great championship. It's been a while since I haven't been on the commentary booth, and I'm very glad to be here tonight with you.
Awesome stuff. It is going to be a wee while before we get going. We are just waiting for practice to switch over into qualifying. You might have had a little sneaky peek at DK's Corvette going round. But yeah, looking forward to this. Definitely a lot more Porsches than Corvettes that have been chosen by the drivers this evening. So we'll see how that all fares. We'll see if that's been the smart choice. Definitely looks like the Corvettes have got a slight edge, but then Patrese always sandbags, so nothing ever changes.
Yeah, like as we saw during the practice and even by driving the cars, we saw that the Corvette is like massively easy to drive. It's a very consistent car as the weight is perfectly balanced to be safe and understeer instead of oversteer. Where the Porsche, you have to get a bit more into it if you want to get pace. You know, the engine is all the way to the back. It can be very complicated, so there might be a bit more raw pace in some track, but you will need to be like very like precise on the car in order to make it fast. By the way, Tommy, I think, but I'm unsure, I'm checking on the stream right now, I think we didn't switch scenes, so right now people are
That's
seeing
alright,
on
that's fine.
on the
We weren't switching scenes until qualifying, but I did manage to get I was trying to figure things out just before we got going. So we've got timing, we've got the deltas up and everything. Hopefully everyone can see things relatively cleanly, and we shall just see how things pan out. If the sound levels aren't any good, then we can certainly try and adjust them as we go. I'll be in the chat as Question of Torque, and Adrian might dip into the chat now and again as well. But let's say we'll keep an eye on how things are progressing, and yeah, just looking forward to some good old-fashioned racing, and then obviously crashes, because that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's when everyone is here. I mean, it's the championship after all.
That's it.
Championship are just there to make crashes a bit more like, you know, dramatics.
Yeah, we want our own drive to survive.
Yeah, production value would be high, but we can definitely do this.
That's it. The big thank you to obviously yourself, Adrian, Elmo, and all the other team, Patrese, Alan, DK, anyone else that's been involved with doing the testing of these cars to try and get the BOPs level, and just getting everything together for this championship. So hopefully everyone that's watching this will be enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely a massive works done on the BOP so far. DK, Patrese, and various of the drivers spent like thousands and thousands of laps on each and every tracks to make sure that all the cars seems as fair as possible, despite being very different. Of course, they're both the GTEs, but in their like base and raw version, they have a still of a pace differences. Mainly the Porsche is a bit faster on the straight, and we needed to make it like fair so everyone could pick each and every car they wanted with having like an equal chance of winning. So yeah, massive shout out to Patrice, Elmo, DK of course, and all the other that spends months making this BOP works as much as possible. We actually in the beginning we wanted to have like also other cars on the grid, thinking about Ferraris of course for AA GTE, but sadly as we couldn't find a way to properly BOP all the tracks and all the cars, we stick to the Porsche and the Corvette, which is great because we may have one of the best soundtracks we could have on this GTE field. So yeah, again, massive shout outs to everyone involved on this BOP, which I hope would be very good. And of course, as every BOP, will upset people that are in the back. But yeah, definitely have a good BOP here.
It'll be fine. Just seeing in the chat there, Nuji's popping in saying hi. Hope things are all good with you, buddy. It's been a long time. Happy
And
to be
yes, it's me. It's me. It's been a while, but I'm some sort of back. Thank you, Energies.
Just the joys of an autocam that's not switching. There we go. Right, let's have a wee look round. We'll jump on board with DK as he's just coming round. One of the first drivers out. He might just be coming off, but this looks like a 159. Maybe not going to be the fastest time round here today, but definitely the Corvette looks like it has got the edge on the old fast lap. But as we know, it's an hour's race, a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, but like actually, this is the first time I've been hopping a bit around the practice and stuff. I've been going into like all the details of earlier practice session just to see a bit who like made a lot of laps, who had a age and stuff. And I didn't saw a lot of -2 minutes laps. This is actually one of the first time I see one, and I think the lap time of DK and Jack Oliver, both in different cars, can be very interesting because they are very close, but at the same time still both in the 2 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, you're probably getting this not being able to get heard properly just by the racket that's coming from the soundtrack from the old Corvette.
Yeah, very loud, but you know, who doesn't like a big American V8? Some call it the sound of freedoms, so I think I think it could be fine to hear.
The Corvette looks pretty solid through there.
Yeah, and it's very consistent
down on his last
as well.
time as well, but not by much. So
yeah, and also like very consistent the Corvette is around here. Thing is, we have like we need to talk about the grid. We had some of the best driver we ever had in any championship. Of course, DK who spends some like an outrageous amount of time lapping those cars in order to DOP them and of course practice. But also Filey Legma and his name very bad. My dyslexia is horrible, but he's also very fast, very talented. Of course, Jack Oliver, very fast as well. Patrizi, massively talented as well, very fast. Toxic will be probably in the mix as well. Redshift, very fast as well, as I saw on the practice server. So we definitely have a lot of very fast drivers, very competitive drivers. Some of them like pretty much on pace with like basically esport driver in RCC and stuff. So
just to interrupt you there as well, that's Jack's just managed to get up into a top spot there. So, and it looks like he's just jumping straight back out again. So he is definitely wanting to go faster. Fly Jim up, I'm sure I saw him in the 159s. I think just a big shout out as well to Elmo, who's feeling probably a little bit sorry for himself at the moment. So fingers crossed he'll be able to get through the race today without any incidents.
Yeah, and also we need to talk about it. Like this livery, this Lynx livery is feeling so good. If there was any livery context, this will be probably in the top 5 for sure. Like looking very nice with this like massive artwork on the side. Yeah, I mean always when we talk about liveries, Elmo is a force to be working with. But yeah, this time really a really nice design, we gotta say. But we have like a couple of good design all around here, to be honest. I don't really remember the names again, but yeah, I saw cars that I really liked.
Yeah, we've still got a bit of time before the real kind of hot laps go in. We'll see, but we'll have a wee look around the different drivers because there's a lot of new names in here that I've not raced with or seen before. So, and a lot of familiar names as well, which is fantastic. 25 drivers here. This is awesome.
Yeah, that is crowded.
We're just jumping on with U Compton. Uma Compton. Now they did have a cracking time in practice, and I think they were the fastest. I just want to check the server. Just see if that time's still stored. It's not stored from the previous session, but I'm sure they had a faster time than what Jack did, but it's only going to matter when he's doing it now. It doesn't matter what he's done before, so we'll find out how that goes. Fox, who is in one of the spec skins for the championship, going for that whole vibe around here, which Fox is a good...
Ooh, we have a spin on the last turn. Oh, and it's of course it's qualifying. So every time someone spin, you instantly get back to the pits to get going again.
And we have Housey there, and we shall see how they go. Looking like he's had a few laps round, so just setting some sighters. Still got to get up into...
Oh, we have a new leader.
Told you.
Human Compton clocking a wonderful 159.7.
You think I'm here doing nothing? You think I'm here doing nothing and I'm looking at what's going on? Called it. Mario in one of the spec skins there. Right turn. Oh my god. Oof, that's a skin. Jeez.
Yeah, that's definitely a Gmod reference. Like, sorry. Yeah, Gmod and Half-Life 2 reference. The car without texture. I like the meme.
Yeah, I think Boz and Stefan are in a team together.
Yeah, speaking of texture walk,
Wow.
there's an interesting...
that is... it's like a Team Unicorn vomit. I think that's the...
You know what it is remind me of? When I was... it reminded me of when I was like playing Need for Speed. Precisely Need for Speed Carbon and Need for Speed Most Wanted. And like when you could like make liveries and stuff, I usually come up with something looking like this, with like heavily tainted windows and stuff. I hope it doesn't make him see everything blue.
I think he'll be fine. But
yeah,
that is that's art.
Yeah, that is art.
We've got Mad 67 in another Porsche spec skin, and I do apologise if I murder anyone's names, but video, in a spec skin Porsche, El Mazen in one of the spec skin Corvettes. I think that looks awesome. Just wow.
Yeah. Nuji is asking for a Porsche on board.
A Porsche on board. We'll run.
Don't worry, you're gonna have like plenty of them during the event, especially with like all the Porsche we have over the green. You're gonna have some amazing soundtracks to bless your ears. Don't worry about it.
Now I don't know if this is somebody's copied this from another one, but this looks like a proper skin.
Yeah, that is looking great.
Looks brilliant. So that's D Davies and his Porsche. We've got COD 71. Now
I see some.
I see some
logo I know.
That
that logo on the side. I don't know why, but I think I saw it one time or the other. So happy people are using those logos though.
And we've got just a nice clean skin on this Corvette here.
Solid
for D. I've met him in chat, so again we can listen back to this, and if he's is that only parts? Oh god, only farts, fantastic. Real highbrow stuff here. And this is Stefan here. He's got the modded rear lights as well. Fantastic. Too scared to zoom in on that one in case the video gets taken down. And we have one of the Eternity Motorsports Porsches driven by Alan, our resident. He's got, do you know what? He's got Pro on the side there. I think that's false advertising.
Yeah. It's a bit ambitious now. I don't know if I will call it that way, but you know, there is no rule about it, I guess.
The other Lynx Racing for Muffick there as well. Both of them are looking great. Levy
awesome.
in the Spexkin Charger. Redshift. Oh, the other Gary's mod. I'm going to definitely be able to see those ones.
Yeah. They definitely stick to the eye.
Oh, Max
little bump.
That was a bit aggressive. Just calm it down. It's only qualifying, mate.
Yeah, I saw a couple of drivers like trying to battling for track position, but yeah, like with Silverstone is not the largest track we have, and the field is definitely very crowded. So your position during qualifying is definitely a thing. And if you're looking at the map right now, you can see that at some part of the racetrack, there is definitely a lot of driver in the same place. So yeah, probably gonna have some impending here and there.
Elmo doing not too bad. Up into the top 10. We'll see how that continues. We have William Freeman.
Penske delivery.
Penske delivery, nice and clean. Drooptex, one of the Arbaz boys.
Looking nice. I hope they enjoy having their logo on the track somewhere as well. Of course, yeah.
As it goes on.
Definitely a big shout out to them though.
In the Tsingtao Corvette.
Really like this livery. Really remind me of the I think it was the C6R livery they run at Le Mans and like everything. It's really inspired by it. I really like this one.
Yeah.
It's very simple, very crisp. Yeah, very nice livery.
Yeah, and then we've got the other Eternity Motorsport, driven by Tracy. Now, if we look closely, if you see around about the back lights, there's enough room for at least 3 sandbags in there. So, Toxic in the Spexkin Porsche, Flyjama and the other Arbaz, DK and his Corvette, obviously.
Isn't it cute? Isn't that little black Corvette cute, don't you think?
It is,
Definitely.
it is, but it's, do you know what? It's a strong message to the board of Manchester United. Never change, DK, never change. Uma Compton, again, we've seen them going around already, and looking pretty hot. Jack, again, managing to get that pole position. This is going to be really, really tight. So we've only got 3.5 minutes left of qualifying, plus obviously whoever crosses the line in time.
That's some aggressive. That's some aggressive like tire hitting here.
This is just that's who he goes.
As Jack Oliver is probably starting. Not his last. No, yeah. I thought it was the last lap for everyone. I think there is like 2 laps of qualifying left for the people that are crossing the line right now. Gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I think if there's somebody in the pits coming out now, they should have enough time to get one lap in. But things looking poised. Not much between the top 8.
Yeah, very close actually.
And again, just with qualifying rounds here, it's sometimes not a reflection of how the race is going to go.
Yeah, like having pace on one lap is something completely different than racecraft, basically. Especially like running with like, I think most of the drivers running something like medium, soft for qualifying.
Now,
I saw a lot of people on.
Do we have a mandatory pit stop in this race?
That's a very good question. I think. Wait.
See, this is good.
Oh my god! I've
completely. Go to the Discord and just quickly check.
yeah, I'm checking.
And I'll just put on some elevator music.
The thing is, I don't even know where to look. Oh, BOP race time. Doesn't say it's everywhere, anywhere. So
right.
It's no. That's a problem. I hope the driver know. I hope they know better than us. Pit stop time adjusted. Okay, so the car will. Okay, so the fuel tank have been reduced. So I think there is. I don't think there is any monetary pit stop, but I think it would be forced to do one anyway.
Right. So this one's for you, Niji. Hope he's still here. I'm just going to keep a wee eye on the live times as well, just to see if anyone is improving any sectors. But at the moment, it looks like things are kind of set. Toxic's got a really, really good middle sector, but it wasn't enough to put him any higher.
You can see, looking at the oval of Jack Oliver here, you can see how lively the rear of the Porsche is. That's very, very interesting because, like, where the Corvette is very, very understeery, the Porsche can be very oversteery. And you can see that every time he's braking and stuff, he have to countersteer a bit because the rear is moving way more than the front. And yeah, that's just, this is gonna like be very interesting on some tracks that will create interesting dynamics between both cars. And here, for example, oh yeah, this is looking very nice. You can see how dangerous the Porsche can be compared to the Corvette. Yeah, oh, maybe might have a little improvement.
So we'll see how he gets on. The final couple of turns. Just jump out. Is it going to be improvement on his pole?
Crossing the line.
Oh,
yes, it is. Oh, that's fast. That's properly fast. 59.4. DK may have a response though. No, he doesn't.
Can Uma respond to this? Oh, I think they've gone off track.
Yeah, that's wide. It's very wide.
I don't know if he just managed to keep a wheel on the curb there. That might have just been enough.
I mean, he's not slowing down, so he's definitely keeping the thing in.
No, that's... I think that might be a slight track cut there.
You think? I don't know. I think it was fair.
So, looking at that, that's us, ready for the race. Just like that.
Yeah, that's an interesting order. I really thought DK would be like P1 or 2. I didn't expect to have like one or two driver in front of him, to be honest. I'm very, very surprised. There is a lot of very, very big surprise on this order. But it's definitely going to be very interesting. We have actually 2 Corvettes in the top 5. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting start.
Yeah, we are running a real penalty as well. So what will be happening is Adrian will be taking control if there is any big incidents, and it means that we'll be running a virtual safety car if needed. We hope they won't have to, but then at the same time, I still want to see some big crashes. So, you know, it's generally what we'll be doing is if there's anything involving kind of like 3 cars or more, then we'll be looking to deploy a virtual safety car. But fingers crossed, it's few and far between. Just a couple of crashes, not enough to really affect the race. Just to keep things tight.
And also, the good thing about virtual safety car is that the deployment and the undeployment is very fast. You don't have to wait for the end of the lap and everything, so it will make everyone slow down, but not in a way that it will kill the racing for long. The real problem, though, that driver will be facing during virtual safety car is tire temperature. Those cars have a tendency to have the tires getting very cold very fast. So by every time they're gonna drop pace for any reason, the tire will start to really getting cold. And the thing is, when they're cold, they're very hard to heat up again. On Silverstone, that's not the worst track we can have, but for example, in Le Mans, it's basically impossible to make any good tire performance out of it. So the way driver will be managing this VAC and how they will make a tire heat up and stuff will be like key in order to win races and gain position.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I have no idea what the strategies are for the tyres at all on going round here, and we'll just need to keep an eye on what tyres the guys are going out on, or guys and girls, and just make sure that things are interesting. The last thing we want is just somebody driving 20 seconds down the road and running away with it. So I think with that, we should just be able to add ballast as we go. I mean, people will probably disagree with that, but it's either that or just the Grand Theft Auto kind of like speed lines. Yeah, do you know what? Credit to all the drivers that are here tonight. Everyone's been practicing loads before this. It's great to see such a full grid back here and charged, and just brilliant being back here commentating again as well. Missed it.
Yep.
So just while things tick over, and we're looking at the cars. I don't know why DK's car's getting picked up right at the end there. I think it's just the pick boxes that have been put in just to try and help move things along. There we go. Right, perfect. That is us lining up on the grid for the start of the race.
It's gonna be in a minute. Oh, I gotta say, this grid with all those cars is looking very good.
Things getting sorted, 30-second countdown. Hopefully everyone's got all their fuel sorted. Nobody's panicking.
You can probably see it if you look at like onboards. You look the steering wheel stuff. You can probably taste the nervousness on this one. Okay, we have our light now. It's the time everyone have waited.
That's it, and the lights are just getting ready to go out, and they are off. Looked like a good start from Jack there. Everyone looking like they're getting round relatively clean. We're just getting these wide eye. Oh, and there's a car going backwards. Just the one.
Yeah, we had the spin behind from Levy. Yeah, exactly. But other than that, everyone seems to have pretty like going through the first corner fine. Jack Oliver loses lead. But yeah, we are already now in Silverstone for the first round of the GTE series. Redshift had a jump start penalty. He probably... So yeah, Redshift...
Now, looks
right
like
now running P14.
Max has got a lot of damage on the front of that Corvette there.
Yeah, probably contact with Levy. That's probably what's just happened.
And William Freeman getting up past Druptex. And Levy looks like he's on a bit of a charge already in the pack. Trying to get some positions back. Hey, Boz, I'm sure he qualified up a bit higher than that as well. So things looking... And Toxic and Housey fighting quite hard there. Driver's just trying to get in a bit of a rhythm, but it's going to take a bit of time. You can see the difference, like you said earlier on, the difference in the Porsches and the Corvettes going around here. Oh, DK taking the lead. How?
How? No, I don't think so. There is still...
Oh, it's just the...
in front of it. Yeah, probably just
it's just the tower.
A bug of the tower, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I'm pretty sure there is two guys in front of it. Oh, we have a 3 wide going on the chicane behind, and some contacts, but nothing going too bad.
Redshift into the pit, serving his penalty.
Yeah. It's just a drive through. Like, no, he doesn't have to stop, but he's definitely gonna. Yeah, that's gonna be tough for him. Pit lane here is pretty long, and he's definitely gonna join back in like the back of the field completely.
This is a bit of a.
Oh, there is a move here.
That was a move. Plenty of room though from both drivers.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, we are very close racing here. In this corner you really need to like be careful with the sausage car, because like as soon as you touch them, you're definitely gonna end up in the car just next to you.
That's it. And Levy's on a bit of a charge still as he's pushing back up the field. So much action going on here. We're just seeing, Elmo's managed to get himself up into 7th position. He's getting held out a little bit wide, but managing to do that. Now Uma is out 1.5 seconds in front of Jack. I did not see that happening, but again, it could just be Jack's just completely loaded with fuel.
Yeah, it's complicated to guess the strategy right now, but yeah, Uma is definitely on the charge right now. He definitely wants to get the gap as big as possible, so he feels safe about it.
Now the top 5 are on hard tyres, followed by Tox and Elmo, who are on mediums. House is on hard, Max is on hard, Williams on mediums, and most of the other drivers are on hard. So things looking all set for some good hard fair. A little bit of contact
little touch
there.
Here. Ooh, it's gonna be tough on this one. Still on the inside though, as they tried.
Things look good. It's definitely no concept looking at the back of Williams there. He must have been tempted to. Now what on earth happened there?
Ooh, that's wide.
Yeah, I think he's fine though. It wasn't definitely not the worst rejoin that we've seen.
But on the braking zone now, he's on the inside.
Now we've got a battle going on between Toxic and Flyjama. Flyjama getting a great drive out of the corner there.
Behind were like a couple of drivers as well, side by side through the straight.
Oh my god, I'm just looking at just as the positions are getting close and changing, and it is just insane. There's only 2 laps in. Somebody really, really off there.
Yep.
Thankfully not spinning. Droop Tech's losing a couple of positions there.
As Bose went wide and is now in the last position. He's just been passed by Redshift, obviously a bit behind due to the penalty. But it seems like Bose is really struggling. He might have a problem. Maybe he had some sort of contact a bit earlier.
Possibly. There was a bit of shenanigans earlier on, but we're back. God, even down 20th position, there is just everything to race for. Levy up into 16th, looking to get another position back from Date. Is he going to manage to get round the outside of him? Not quite this time, but he's definitely got chops. So Alan at the back of Muffick as well. I mean, the thing is, though, if you push too hard at this point, you're just going to absolutely destroy your tyres, and it's just not going to help you later on. So, I mean, that could be Jack's plan as well, just hang back, and then just as Zuma's tyres start going, then he'll start pushing more, and then that will just help him later on.
Exactly. Strategy is gonna be key here, especially on a track like this. We have like massive like tire degradation issues.
Just catching up in the chat there. Thanks, Nuji. There is no driver swap in this race. It is just purely get and go. And Arbaz giving these shout outs to Elmo, Housey, Muffik and Reiter Mika. Hopefully I've not killed that too much. There we go, that's Levy managing to get the move done on day, but it's definitely not surrendering that position without a fight. I'm just getting forced a little bit wide. Getting a good exit there.
Also, DK sniffing Jack Olivier back now. He's been behind for quite some laps, and sometimes being very close. Oh, and in the back we had a touch between Redshift and Mario. Nothing too bad.
Mario
there,
off
someone
the track.
Someone spun. Yeah, like, of course, Redshift is desperate to make moves because he wants to get those positions back, the one he lose during the pit stop. But in the process, trying to pass on the Emerson and Beckett corners are pretty dangerous, of course. And yeah, slight touch in on the entrance, probably unsettle both cars, but nice to keep it going.
We'll
It
be
was
able
pretty
to.
nasty.
Any incidents will be checked by the stewards, and then if there's any penalties that have to be applied after the fact, then that'll get sorted out. All track cuts and things should be done by real penalty, and then it just makes our stewards' jobs a little bit easier. Muffik closing up a little bit onto Max. There'll be a move coming soon. Let's see, Muffik is on the. He's on the medium tyre and Max is on the hard, so he might just have a little bit more of an edge through the corners. Both of them, though, look like they're closing up onto no concept. And then Alan, the professional, in 13th. That sounds like a right sledge, didn't it? Sorry, Alan. Take that back right away. Just being nasty.
Alan, that's made a mistake on his national flag. He's flagged as British, but everyone knows he's French now. So.
Now, Toxic looks like he's got a good run on Flagima there. Is it enough to try and push it round the outside?
Ooh, that's gonna be tough here. Nice and easy.
Lots of respect there. Both of them giving each other plenty of room.
Big braking zone now. They're getting very close, and Toxic seems to have made the move. Park kick on the apex. Make sure that Flyema can get the drive on. And I think it's a nice, well done pass.
I don't think you could have even got a credit card in between them as they came into the braking points there now. Oh, no concept going off a little bit. Ooh,
yeah, the region here was tough. It was dangerous, but fine, and everyone saw it coming, so very good.
Don't think there's any problems with that. Is Alan having to back off. Now, back for 16th, 17th position. Looks like Day's going further back, unfortunately. Some good overtaking there. Oh, he's fighting back for position. Is he going to get up the inside? It's a much tighter line out there. And it looks like Davies could also be having a look at him as well. That Corvette is getting eaten up.
Oh yeah, now they're side by side, and Dave's maybe had not that good of an exit, but as they're fighting, he might get into the mix as well, as you said. Oh, little lockup here. Going a bit wide, there he's getting closer. No.
Just managing to stay ahead for the meantime. But definitely a little queue forming up behind Redshift, coming onto the back of that as well, followed by Mad 67. And just looking further up ahead, Muffet just closing that gap a little bit onto Max. And that is just Davies making the move on Cod. You can see in the background. nearly all hooked up together there. Now for Alan, he was so close to the back of Stefan, he has dropped nearly 2 seconds back there. Toxic putting in a decent lap round here just now, and Jack has just closed that gap just a little bit to Uma in front. I was just going to keep an eye on this battle for 17th, sorry, 18th. Looks like this could be quite spicy as it goes on. Oh, and
big lock up here.
These had a big lock up. Oh, a
Oh,
little bit of
contact. But thankfully, everyone is still pointing in the right direction.
That's it.
Ooh.
That's a big squeeze.
Yeah.
There was no love there.
Definitely had to take some avoiding action.
From Cod.
Yeah, and he's getting punished instantly for it because he definitely moved offline. Thankfully, he managed to keep the car going on the right direction and not lose any position on this one.
I don't know if he's... I don't think he should be feeling aggrieved about that. I think he just broke just a bit too late there. I think while this is all fighting, it's going to suit Davis because it's just going to allow him to get a wee run up ahead. Just looking a little bit squiggly through there. Things still looking pretty tight. Is Dave going to get a run here? No, he's not. I thought he was. It's just a...
It's going to be a late launch if you do. But look at his car. He definitely had some damage in the front and the rear now.
Yeah, he's definitely been used. Redshift managing to pull a position up there, and it looks like Cod trying to fight it back again. Redshift making it stick. And just looking up ahead again, we've got another wee queue of cars.
Oh, that's not a place to make a move, but he definitely tried it.
He thought about it.
Very dangerous to go for a move here. It's better to try to keep into the position to get into the big braking zone like here. Oh, and they touched!
Ooh.
They touch and he spin. Oh, that's a thing. Yeah, but...
Oh, no, that's Redshift that's been spun out. He's not having a good time here. Matt holding back and Redshift away.
It's definitely going to be some damage on this RSR, definitely. Probably a race to forget for him.
Davies and Day both close together. Elmo looks like he is getting closer and closer to the back of Flagima as well. I'll have a wee onboard round here. Again, this could just be one of these ones where they're just not quite pushing as hard as they could be just to try and save things, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure, these guys, are these guys on the same team?
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
No, sorry.
Similar liveries. Sorry, the tower is just messed up very slightly there, so I was just trying to... I wasn't sure if something major had happened, but thankfully not. Now, Levy's been doing alright. He's managing to pull himself back up. He's in the 13th place.
Yeah, but Redshift's dropped to 22 again.
Redshift will not give up. He's... This is the first race of the championship. As long as he can get some points, I think he'll be quite happy today. He's going to jump back on with Levy because he looks like he might get a move on Alan there.
Oh, he's going on the inside, very defensive here. Now on the outside, trying to do something.
I don't think he's going to get round this time.
No, but may have the position for the next corner. No, it doesn't. Couldn't keep the speed to get in alongside Alan. The Frenchman still getting in front.
Davies and Day still fighting hard for 17th position. And I am aware that Jack is just ever so slightly closing that gap on Uma out front.
Yeah, I think now the tires are starting to play a bit on the performances of the cars. Maybe Jack have a bit more juice in these tires yet, because he didn't have to push on the opening laps.
Just back on with Elmo chasing down Flyjamat. Oh, and it's a big lunge! Oh, he's definitely not as bothered about his tyres there.
Yeah, side by side.
Who
31, let's go.
Who's going to blink first? Oh, both of them. Decent rate through there. Great driving, guys.
Nice and easy. No move through the chicane. But it's not over because there is another big straight now. I think Jutex is slightly better. Sorry, Flavio slightly better traction through the out of the corner, but I don't think he's gonna have the juice to get in alongside him now.
No, he's not. He's just you can just see him backing off a bit, which is probably the sensible thing to do. Elmo's still just making sure he carried the momentum in there, but it might allow Flyjama. It just looked like he lit up his back wheels there just a little bit. But while this fighting's going on, it's just allowing Toxic just to get out. I'm just having a wee look as Levi getting a position on Alan there. I think Alan will be quite happy that we didn't catch that, but then he'll probably get the position back and he'll be like, why weren't you watching me? And it's like, I can't have eyes everywhere. And unfortunately, we don't have any replays, so that is that. Jack Oliver now 1.6 seconds behind Uma. 40 minutes to go in the race today at Silverstone. If you're just tuning in, this is the Charged GTE series. This is the first round. And it's a good turnout. And it's been some good racing. And most of all, there's been some crashes. So, but we've not had to deploy this virtual safety car yet.
No, the button is here, but we didn't have to use it.
Ooh, now Jack is definitely on a charge.
Yeah, he's been lapping only 1/10 faster than Compton last lap, but I don't think it say the full picture because it seems to be getting very close at some part of the tracks.
So I was just having to have a bite of something. Keep myself nourished. That gap is definitely closing down. And again, Flyjama not quite getting there. Apologies as the towers just freaked out somewhat again. Just need a couple of seconds for it to settle down. There we go. Yes. Now Jack is only 0.8 seconds behind Uma now.
definitely a way faster lap. I think he's probably like 3/10 faster on this one.
Gonna lose a little bit of time there as he came in a bit too hot into the chicane.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of time he lost. Yeah, he nearly lost like a second on this one. So the gap he desperately need to get thinner is now more than a second. But he definitely have the pace though.
Oh yeah. Like I said, we don't know what strategies these guys are running, so it could all change. Just going to switch over to Toxic, who looks like he's pressurising Petruzzi. Petruzzi will get some sweats on very, very shortly.
Yeah, as you said, we don't really know what kind of strategy they have, but what we do know is that doesn't look like it's gonna be more than one stop so far.
Yeah. Now, just quickly going to switch back again, because just for a split second, that time was getting really, really low. And we've got Will Freeman, who is closing up onto the battling pair in front as well. So things all getting pretty tasty. And we've got Muffet and Rooptex looking pretty close. Redshift back up into 20th. Now, I think this will be the thing. If you're on medium tyres, you'll probably be stopping relatively. Must be around about the 40-minute mark. I mean, there was some stuff that I looked at before we started, and there's a lot of stuff I didn't.
Same.
Prepared and unprepared.
I wasn't prepared to be prepared, so I'll be fine, but yeah. And Jack Rivers just sends the best lap of the race so far with a 2:03. And he's definitely getting very close now.
Yeah.
He's gonna put some sort of pressure on Compton, and that's where we don't know still how Compton is handling pressure, but he's definitely gonna have to show us that he can deal with it, because yeah, he's getting very close.
Yeah, now I'm just gonna have a wee look back here, because it was COD and Redshift that had the little incident earlier on, but Redshift getting by nice and cleanly that time. So fingers crossed he'll continue to fight his way back up through the field. And we saw in practice just how much Jack was fighting that steering wheel on the Porsche, so I think we'll just jump in and just have another look. I think he's just going to be just chipping away as time goes on. I wonder if he'll just sit back and then he'll just try and just force Uma into a mistake, or if he's got an idea of where he's going to try and make that pass.
He have a very big pace advantage, so I think trying to just stay behind would be a mistake, because if by any chances his pace advantage is going slimmer in the next couple of laps, he's gonna get into trouble. So perhaps he might want to pass, but at the same time, he's not really under pressure from the guy behind, so he could stay behind it. And I think even if Compton is slightly slower than Jack River, it's still just a tiny bit faster than DK so far. So yeah, both are pretty possible.
Oh, I think you can just see the difference in the Porsche and the Corvette now.
Oh, they're gonna probably touch. Oh, that was very, very close. He definitely had to slow down quite a lot on that apex.
Yeah, I think there was maybe just a little kiss. Just a tiny little kiss between them. It's fine. That gap is again getting closer and closer and closer.
Yeah, it's melting, especially when he's trying to... Yeah, he's definitely locking up his stuff, so that gap is melting like snow to the sun.
Oof, and you can see the back tyres on the Corvette maybe not quite as compliant as the Porsches now. Just not quite getting there. Now, that's Levy up into 11th, so managing to have a cracking run at it, especially after going off at the start.
Yeah, really bad start for him, but definitely he's on the redemption now. He's trying to get everything he can back. Oh yeah, that definitely Jack Oliver is definitely pushing though. He's definitely won this position. He's just not sitting back because he's been like getting better lap times that he had when Compton was behind. So perhaps he give Compton in the beginning of the race, he gave him some sort of confidence that he was faster, so he gets a bit like all set and stuff. And now he's trying to show his true pace.
Yeah, we're not seeing the same. So they're not fighting each other as much because they're still pulling away from DK. So
yeah.
We're not seeing Uma doing really defensive driving or anything like that. They're both just really going for it, which is brilliant stuff to watch. So
Yeah, they definitely don't want to get any crashes and stuff, because even if they are a bit far away from DK, a spin and there will be nothing.
oof. That's not going to help his tyres any. So a big thanks to everyone that's tuning in for the first round at Silverstone for the Charge GTE series. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, really rolls off the tongue.
So we're 14 laps in, and there is half a second between first and second place. DK in third, Patrizi 2 seconds further down in fourth, and getting quickly chased by Toxic. I'm just being aware that I'm just keeping an eye on the battle for first. Muffet and Droop Tex just changing positions. Oh, now it looks like Droop Tex might have just had a bit of a scenic route there. Flygema is still only half a second off the back of Elmo. As there was, you see them coming through in the centre shot now. But things looking poised for the last half hour of the race. Hopefully setting a good precedent of what's going on. There's not been anything too dramatic.
As Drew Davy just gets a drive-through penalty for cutting the track, so he had his three warnings, and now he's getting a drive-through.
And we're seeing some of the drivers go into the pits for their pit stops. And just once things have kind of changed, we'll see if they are changing their tyres. Like I said, I think they'll both be just coming back out on mediums again. I wonder if the drivers that are on the hards will be trying to keep them on for the whole time.
Yeah, Jubtex is getting into the pit as well. The thing is, it's really a bummer for Daves, because now he have to pit once to get his drive-through, and then another one in order to get his like fuel and tires. So he's really gonna have to pass 2 times to the pits, which is definitely not optimal.
Yeah, you can nearly hear the screams. Yeah, so Elmo back at the pits on mediums again. So I think he'll be going out, but I wonder if the guys that are on the hard tyre, if they're just going to leave that on just to try and save a little bit of time in the pit stop and then come back out and run them till the end. But that is a risk.
As Drew Daves serve his drive-through, getting back into the race in P21. He lost a couple of positions, but honestly, he managed it pretty well.
Yeah. The top two still not stopping. I wonder if they're. I wonder.
What if? What's tire? Are they both running the same tire?
They're both running hard tires, yeah. So
okay.
I don't know what the difference is with that. Are they going to try and run a little bit longer and then put the mediums on and just really go for it to the end?
That's possible, but if they, and that will be explaining why they don't fight that much each other, because they don't want to have. They need to extend those hard tires. But the thing is, if that's the case, Compton is gonna have a bad time because he really tried to push a lot in the first couple of laps. I think
that Corvette's just got that straight line speed. Now that they're coming up to some back markers as well, this could be an opportunity for Jack to try and get by, and especially as they come up into this complex here. That was some
nice
very courteous driving there. I think
well
that
done.
was from Right or No, mate. I could be wrong. Buffett into the pits now. I mean, DK's on the hards as well. Again.
Yeah, the hard might be the only option they got. Oh, as Mario's getting a drive-through for speeding.
Oh, he must have hit the pit lane speed booster just a bit too hard.
Yeah, because in base Assetto Corsa, you can basically go into the pit, just full speed, the game will slow you down, and you'll be fine. But now, with a real penalty, you have to slow down before getting into the pit straight. Because if you're going too fast and the game have to slow you down, you're getting a penalty like here. We still have a very close couple of cars. Oh, and there is a spin!
Alan just having a big spin there, but he's managed to get himself picked up, dusted off and away again. I wonder if he'll go straight into the pits.
Yes, he does.
No, he
doesn't. No. Oh, I already thought he was.
I know, it really looked. He fooled us all.
Oh, look how close how this Porsche is from this Corvette.
Things are so poised at the moment. Just as they come through centre screen again. Jack really trying to set himself for his run down into the Hamilton Straight. But I think that Corvette's just got the legs to just stay in front on the straight.
Yeah, barely. I mean, he can try something, but it will be a big launch. And now he's getting in the inside. He might have a move on the next corner, on the next braking zone. They hold in the inside. They definitely defend now. It's the first time he's getting on the inside, trying not to get squeezed. But the Corvette is hanging on, and now maybe a switcheroo. Oh, that's brilliant! He's now on the inside, next corner, last one actually. Oh, they touch! Oh, that's a spin!
Big spin. Big spin.
Oh, that was very tough.
Oh, what a shame. I think he's actually backed right off there.
Oh, he's joining back! And I think he hit DK on joining back.
Oh, that's... Luckily, DK's alright.
He's now facing the wrong way in the middle of the track, but I think everyone is going nice and easy around him.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that's a very tough mountain for Compton.
Sixth. That's a bitter pill to swallow. Fingers crossed it's not going to affect him too much and he can just try and get back into things, but
That's some.
Thankfully, that's one for the stewards.
Oh yeah, there is gonna be a lot and a lot of arguing on this steward room.
Just as we're looking at Patrizi and Toxic.
Very close.
Oof. Toxic. Really, really, really deep into there. Looked like he just forgot to press his brakes until a bit too late. Oh, I really don't know what happened with Jack and Uma there. It just looked like tight racing that just went a little bit wrong.
Yeah, that was very, very close. I think it looked like just a slightly touch, you know, both cars getting a bit too wide and stuff, and having a slight touch, but at those speed and with like the tire, but by now the car feels very sensitive to contact. So it's like, yeah, I think Compton started to just lose a bit the rear, and at this point it was basically too late. He just get into Jack, trying to save it, but it was too late. Very surprising though that Jack didn't spin about it. Can probably thank the rear engine of his car that probably managed him to get into the right direction, as Davies just DNF'd.
Yeah, I think with him getting the double penalty, or not the penalty, but going into the pits and then having to go round again, that might have just been just too much to bear. We've got Freeman, who is hunting down Elmo at the moment. Things look still pretty tight.
As for now,
things just kind of spread out a little bit more.
Yeah, Compton didn't pit yet. He's still running the rear damaged and continuing. He doesn't seem to have too much problem with it though. Like, he doesn't seem to be oversteering everywhere and stuff. He's still continuing, but yeah, definitely a very, very badly damaged rear of the car. As Mario got disqualified. Mario disqualified for not having taken his drive-through. Probably get into the pit too fast, get a drive-through penalty, and didn't serve it.
I wonder if he's thought that when he's taken these drive-through for the when he's gone into the pits, that's been his drive-through, and he's just not realised.
Yeah, perhaps he actually pitted, like tried to make stuff on the cars and thought it was good with it, but he wasn't. Because during the drive-through, you are not allowed to get into your pit box. The mechanician, if there are any, are not allowed to touch your car. So yeah, definitely, it might be something like this.
Oh, shame. Oh, now it looks like DK's possibly had a little bit of a moment, because he has lost
He's definitely gonna.
time.
He's definitely having front. The car, the front of his car is definitely damaged as he run into a like plumping Compton that was trying to get his car back into the right direction. But now, thinking of Compton, he's gonna pass Buzz as a blue flag, and he's going way slower than he was. He's like 2 seconds slower than he was before. Probably than the spins and like the contacts definitely killed his tire. I think it's gonna be a tough time. But now, in front, DK, as he has some damage on the front, gonna have to keep in bay both drivers behind him, being Patrizi.
Oh my god!
Ooh! Stuff is happening.
Yeah, things are just a little bit of a lunge from Patrizi there. Toxic just breaking around about the same sort of time as him.
Yeah, definitely the damage is a problem for DK right now.
Yeah, I think it could just be that DK's just wanted to just slow down a little bit and get his message across, just so that he's seen on the stream.
don't really seem to have the choice because the damage on the front seems to be like some sort of a problem. He's understeering way more than he would want. Oh, and Patrice nearly lost it.
Oh,
Nearly
and
lost it on the curb.
managed to hold on to that. I have no idea how he's managed to do that.
Yeah, especially Toxic behind. He had a very quick reaction time not to get into the back of this Porsche. But now they're side by side. And it's going to be very interesting on the next corner because they're going to go very fast. Oh, in the inside now, Patrizi. Oh, little bump here, rubbing a bit the doors, but fine. Giving a bit of space of Toxic, but now Toxic have the inside on this big braking zone. Definitely going for it in the inside. Patrizi probably going to try to have a switcheroo, not to get played, but I think it's a position lost.
Yeah, I think
from a mistake made half a lap ago. And DK will be pleased by that, but because like even if he's like way slower due to the damages, we'll be happy that both of those Porsche are fighting.
Oh, definitely. Hey, you know, hey, just looking in the chat there, and thanks Matthew for the shout. It was Elmo and Adrian that have been working on the graphics on this one, so all credit to them. Speaking of Elmo,
Patrizi now, round 2.
Things still looking pretty tight. I wonder if he's going to have another go.
No, I don't think so. Toxic is moving a bit, but I don't think there is any point. He's just too far. But DK, on this part of the track especially, is struggling a lot. He's getting very, 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 very understeery here. So now the battle from both Porsche is going to have probably a Corvette very soon.
I just don't know what's going to happen here. I think, looking at the performance, I think Jack shouldn't lose it.
Oh no! I think actually it's quite already played out, to be honest. I mean, he can make a big mistake, but knowing him, very consistent and stuff, it probably won't happen. But now DK is going to start to be very slow. And oh, that's a 3-car park here.
Oh god, this could be
Oh, there is going to be a move between DK and Toxic. There's going to be an explanation, and behind, Patrizi is getting very close. Patrizi tried to get a bit like further away to make sure, but they both run wide. And oh, it might be the occasion Patrizi is waiting for, as they both gain into the inside. Do we gonna have a Hamilton move through there? Okay, Patrizi trying to get into the inside. Oh, he's gonna get into the side of Toxic, but oh, it can be very tight here. Yeah, they both go wide. That's a good thing because
and Patrizi just holding him in behind DK as well. That is some really...
on the inside. Oh, and he made it stick. He made it stick. Made it stick. Might get oh, Toxic maybe on the inside. No, he's not. Patrizi might get a warning on this one. He may have lived just a bit the track, but he's fine enough. Faridegma, of course, blue flagged, is behind. And Toxic, now that they have clear DK, now it's the real fight for the position. Toxic on the outside, gonna probably try something.
This race as well. He's not blue flagged. He is part of this race.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
And Patrizi just managing to hold on there. Toxic, oh, just giving him a little reminder that he's there. Just as we're around about the 14-minute mark left. And all this battling behind, it's allowed Jack to extend his lead to 18.5 seconds.
As in the meantime, Elmo cleared, who was it? Freeman, I think? Yeah, they were very close, and I think they switched position.
Maybe just had a bit of a to and fro. Levy doing really well, getting up into 9th position after getting taken out on the first lap.
Looks like Patrizi have some sort of an edge now because he's still in front and there is no fight in the straights so far.
Redshift as well, he's done well to get back up into 15th. He's been taken out and he's had a drive-through penalty, so he's not had a good day today.
Yeah, complicated race for him, definitely.
Things looking to settle down a little bit. Flyjam all over the back of DK as well. That Corvette maybe has got a whole lot of damage on that he's not able to get sorted. Toxic.
Yeah,
though,
the front looks dead. Like the front looks very badly damaged on that
Toxic
black
got
Corvette.
an amazing drive out of that corner there.
Oh yeah.
Patrizi just trying to squeeze him as much as possible. Oh, and he's just overcooked it.
As in the back, DK is getting all defensive in order to keep Flylegma behind. But Toxic, in the process, went behind.
And he's actually, to be fair, he did go off the track quite a bit, but he's not been really compromised. Looks like Days had a bad time as well. He's off at the last.
Flylegma with a wonderful overtake on the outside.
Is he going to make it stick? You can just see it in the background.
Yes, he did. That was wonderful. That was a wonderful pass. Keep it on the outside. He knew he had more paces on the corners. He had more stable car. He definitely committed to it and went for it. That's a good pace. But now, Toxic, behind DK, is going to want to clear this Corvette as soon as possible if he wants to still get a chance to get back his position for Flylegma. And perhaps, if his pace is very good, with Patrizi. But I might say it might be complicated as they are very far away.
Yeah, I was just looking in the background. The amount of damage that's on Compton's Corvette as well is really sad, unfortunately. So, just see it from that contact earlier on, probably from DK and from Jack as well.
Both leading Corvettes getting into some sort of a bad situation as Compton tried to get back his car facing the right direction, wait on the bad place on the track, and yeah, DK just running on in.
Toxic seems to be able to get a cracking drive out these corners.
It's probably gonna be a move here on the outside. He's probably gonna even get into the braking zone first. He does.
Is he gonna brake? He's managed to get around this time. That's looking a lot better.
Oh, actually DK is fighting bad, but with those damages and the tires, he might not have an answer. But now he's on the inside. Brilliant stuff as he tried to keep it. But we saw that the outside of the next corner is very good for the Porsche. And I think, sadly, DK will have to let this one slip.
Just under 10 minutes to go. Oh, and Freeman getting the move done on Elmo.
Yeah, nice little battle here. They've been trading places for the last couple of laps.
Let's just keep an eye further back, just to see if DK is going to be able to fight back. Nothing there. Again, just that sad Corvette for Uma there. There's quite a few sad cars that have been going around the track at the moment. But like I said, it's been some cracking racing around here today, just as we're watching Elmo and William Freeman fighting away there. Oh, Stefan looks like he's getting really wide.
It's Bose.
Oh, that's Bose, sorry. The other unicorn vomit. There we go, they're both in the same picture there.
But yeah, he definitely stepped up of the way. Sure.
Sometimes it's the best thing to do is just to allow the others to race. Oh, big lock up there from.
That's weird. Like in your game, the tire smoke are like way more dramatic than in mine. But yeah, definitely some lock up over there.
So can Elmo get this position back?
A little lock up from William Freeman now. Maybe have a drive if you have a better exit now. but William Freeman still have a bit of an edge on the start of the straight. I don't think Elmo is going to be able to do anything now. No, it's too far away. He needs another mistake if he wants to have any pass.
It's just looking like things are kind of possibly going to stay they are. Just ignore the tower there as it decides to support Elmo. I suppose it was Elmo that sorted out the colours for this, so it probably will be set up to Elmo's higher position. So I think the limits have been set to the curb rather than the line itself.
Yeah, exactly. Elmo actually remade all the limits of the track in order to make them more fair. William Freeman going a bit wide on this one. And what a drive Elmo got. I think it's a pass. Yeah, back. Definitely. It was very slow on the exit here, Freeman.
I don't know if he's maybe had the track cut and he's backed off just to try and mitigate it, but it's he's going to have to watch because there's not long to go, and a drive through at this point in the race would surely kill any chance that he had of
definitely being... might be on 3-on-3, but he didn't have any drive through so far, so he might be fine.
So it looks like those that are on the hard tyres are not going to pit stop.
Yeah, it looks like a no-pit strategy was definitely a thing. And I don't think they're going to pit now. That would be very weird. So the car is capable of doing the whole race without pitting, which is good to know.
Or unless it's borderline and it's just going to be an absolute shambles at the end of the race. Just looking out, that's Patrese now a second ahead of Flygema. DK just not getting the grips. He might be under threat from Compton.
Yeah, actually both damaged car would be a very interesting dynamics.
And again, William Freeman just managing to get a little bit more performance out of his Porsche and closing that gap on Elmo just very slightly. And then Reiter, Nomi down at the back, closing that gap on Boz. And I don't know if he's going to manage to get there. Just looking at the chat there, yeah, it would be heartbreaking to run out of fuel in the last corner. We have seen it happen on other charged events.
Definitely, but the good thing is, here, the last corner is very close to the finish line, so if it's just there, we'll probably be fine.
So, the battle of the wounded here for 5th place. We've even got Stephen, just as everyone's tuning in just for the last 4 minutes of the race. At the moment, Jack out in front with a commanding lead. Patrese in second. Not much in it between Flygema and then Toxic. DK and Uma Compton are fighting for 5th position. We might see a move happening shortly. Housey in 7th, Max Mass in 8th. Levy, who has done really, really well to get back up into 9th. Elmo, who's, after speaking to him before the race started, I'm amazed that he's in 10th. William Freeman, who has not been making Elmo's life easy for the last 10 minutes or so, all over the back of him. No Concept in 12th, Alan in 13th. Redshift, again, not having a good day today. He is down in 14th, getting a drive through early on and then spinning out as well. So he has been up against it.
We're probably going to have a move between DK and Compton. Looks like Compton have a way better top speed than DK.
Yeah, it looks like all the top speed's been taken out of DK's car.
Yeah, I think of course, because of the weight distribution, damaging the front of the car is way more of a penalty than damaging the rear, as we can see here. Looks like Compton, even if they are probably, yeah, something is going to happen here. Perhaps he's getting in the inside to defend, but no. Oh. Yeah.
Just positioning the car just to make it hard for him to get the pass done.
Yeah, that's perfect. Actually, that's not the last lap, but the penultimate lap. So if DK can defend it out of it, but it's gonna be tough because the top speed difference is massive, and also like, yeah, the understeer is suffering now will be awesome. So yeah, he might have a chance, but it's gonna be a tough defense game now.
Oh, now looks like Elmo's managed to close up on Levy. And Levy is driving really slow there. Just wondering if he's maybe having to do a bit of fuel saving.
That's possible.
That is way, way, way off the pace from what he has been.
As the fight between... there is definitely the fight continuing between DK and Compton. They both run wide on the last corner, and now DK is still in front. He have only one lap left if he wants to pretend to stay in this position, because I don't think Jack Oliver will be able to complete a lap before the end of the timer.
We'll find out soon enough.
DK run a bit wide here, definitely in difficulty.
Squeeze by. He's up in the 9th position.
DK is making a wonderful defense game now. Definitely put his car exactly in the place he needs to keep this second place. But now it's going to be tough because now it's top speed and DK is suffering. DK is suffering. We can see the Corvette is gaining. It's gaining. It's outside, on the outside now. Compton tries to gonna make the move. DK defending. Oh, they touch! And Compton is off the world. Ooh, that was tough. That was tough. And Compton thinking about getting a position, frustrated, getting his blinkers on, and as he thought he was about to get a position, lose one in the process. A lot of frustration on that driver, as we saw his lights flashing around here. But sadly, I think it's over for his quest of the third place. Is it no 4th place? Sorry, 5th place. Oh my God, sorry.
So back to Jack just as he's coming around the final chicane and the last corner. He is quite far ahead. There is a lot of battles, so this is him just crossing over the line. Great drive from Jack. I think there will be a little bit of a steers inquiry, more the contact on Uma, but hopefully it's all fine. We'll just drop back onto Patrese as he is getting chased by Flyjama to the end. Half a second between second and third place. Toxic chasing up behind as well, and then DK, who is getting hounded by Housey now, the teammate from Compton. There we go. So DK, Housey and Uma Compton getting over there. Uma having a bit of a sad time there, unfortunately, getting hit off a couple of times. Elmo managing to get up into 9th position with Levi and William Freeman following up. Stefan just coming round the last couple of chicanes. Alan not too far behind him as well. 12th position for No Concept. And then Alan be happy to see the end of those chicanes. Coming round in 13th position. Now, Redshift and Drooptex fighting it out. Who's going to come out on top? I think Redshift's maybe just lost the position.
Oh, that's very
to
close.
The line. Oh,
wow.
Drooptex just getting it. Followed
Barely.
by Muffet. And just while that was all going on, Cod, Dehi and Mad finishing off. Looks like Mazin is possibly not crossed the finish line, but I could be wrong. Retanomi in 21st and Boz in 22nd. Wow.
What a finish.
Great finish. Great finish. And that's it.
That's the end of the first round.
That's the end
Won
of
by
the first
Jack
round.
Oliver. Yeah, definitely. And we're gonna be that's gonna be so cool to have those guys back again next week at Suzuka.
Yes, it will be. It's like I say, I just don't know how it's going to go for the stewarding side of it, because there's definitely going to be some events looked at there. Generally, there wasn't too much nonsense. We didn't have to deploy the virtual safety car, and yeah, before the next start of the next race for round 2, which is at really bad pairing. I should have had a picture to put up here, and I did actually get one sorted out, but I didn't have it there. Suzuka next weekend on the 18th. Same again, it'll be another hour race, and like I said, we'll run through any stewarding things that have been done before the race, just so that you're all up to date, and we'll have all the full scores up for you before things start. Alright, it's been myself, Tommy Ball, doing the commentary, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time. Adrian, if you'd like to take us out.
Yeah, see ya everyone. Thank you.